Welcome to the Stripping the Dipping podcast. You're joined by a dynamic duo of F1 Black and AMG Dens. And we're coming like Mario and Luigi. We're coming like MJ and Scottie Pippen. We're coming like Snoop Dogg and Weed. We're coming like Muhammad Ali and Tyson. We're coming like a Rasta man with reggae music. We're coming like chicken and chips with extra dip. Because today we got that energy and we got that sauce. Because it's time for the 8 p.m. Debrief Cookout. The pinnacle of motorsport, but I find it to be the pinnacle of fraud these days.
As is the case with these red flag procedures, they managed to avoid the last couple of laps and they went back a couple of laps, something that, we're told by Formula One media that's impossible. So that's before we even get to the F1, right? There's footage of Formula One cars basically driving. It's okay at safety car speeds, but that's still quite fast past a crane that's like on the circuit. So first of all, that just fills me with dread thinking back to Suzuka 2014. So safety, you get all of the media and all of the punditry going, oh, isn't it boring? Isn't it boring that they finished behind the safety car? But I guess they followed the rules. So your boy Lewis Hamilton is quoted after the race as saying, yeah, they followed the rules. The one time they didn't follow the rules, we all know when that was.
They follow the procedure correctly this time, but then it almost triggers your feelings and almost like it makes you question why this procedure wasn't correctly followed back in Abu Dhabi, in 2021.
The rules are there and the race direction is there also for entertainment. And for me, that just feels wrong. So
here's one thing I did kind of respect about Michael Massey, that on every track, a week before the venue arrives there, he takes the plane, jumps there, check everything out. The one thing that was, for me, intriguing is like, how bad is the communication between the FIA and between the stewards and between the marshals on the ground? Like, it must be so bad that you didn't know if this should be a safety car or virtual safety car or a red flag.
Well, bro, first of all, Black, man, have you got any roti or dumplings for me? Because Nick DeVries absolutely cooked Latifi, boy. It was a absolutely well and seasoned cooking. Williams still live in 2012 and have a dashboard mounted on the chassis, and then a wheel, just a normal conventional wheel, which they say is for saving weight. So again, all of these buttons, features, commands, processes, he has to kind of keep in the back of his head like a computer. And to do that and then to successfully out-qualify, Roast Tiffy, as we're going to call him now.
16, 16, 16, 14, 16, 15, 15, 16, 12, 18, 18, 18, 15. It all wraps. Why does it wrap? Why does it rhyme? Because those are the results of Nicholas Latifi this season. This is just a critique on facts. This is a critique on facts. He's not good enough.
Making his way all the way from last place, 25th place on the grid, to P2. And even with that in mind, he still missed out on the championship. And the worthy winner was crowned as Will Power.
Some cars might have to do a quick stop at the end, or some cars that you think, oh, they're in 18th. What are they going to? Why are they even competing for the lead? They'll suddenly come through when everyone else has to stop. So it's really fascinating to watch. It's unpredictable. And yeah, the coverage is much more uplifting. So yesterday, yeah, Will Power, who I think, they majored on his age. He's 41 years of age, from New Zealand, became a two-time champion. We've joked about this year. He was the reigning champion. He's a guy from Spain. He's at Chip Ganassi Racing, who are one of the top teams. He's been there for a good few decades. He won the race, and he won the race. So just imagine this, different engines, but the same chassis.
I like the ending, that there's 5 people in the title contention, And from what I understand, the aerodynamic packages on INDYCAR, all the team have the same. The only different thing is the side pods when it comes down to the airflow.
Dens has his own particular nickname for Grosjean.
Crispy nugget.
We joke about this, but like, where was your guy Pato? Like, what's happened to him towards the end of this season? He's sort of, fallen off. What's happened? What's happened?
What happened to your boy Rossi? What happened to your boy Rossi?
Yeah,
And not
he's just resting.
Not
He's just resting.
Bro, not Valentino
He's
Rossi
resting.
either. Bro,
He's
resting
resting.
where, bro? You know, we saw a lot of things on Twitter. I'm not gonna say it's good or bad because everybody has their own way of reacting to grief or celebrating, you know, stuff as well. So, however, you know, when the Queen of England passes away, they stop all of the football games. They literally cancelled all of the football games, and there was no Premier League football on at the weekend.
Well, that kind of doesn't, to me, doesn't reflect massively well on those people and their mental stability. But you know, that's them. Yeah, I think people will mark it in the way that they want to. That's a personal choice.
We never said no to anyone. Like, you all can come, do what you want, do what you please. Just respect our culture. We're not asking anything more than that. I was like, fair. So there's a mutual point, the standing point in the middle where both sides can stand in the middle, be like, let's stand on here. Agreed on that, let's move on. Our king dies back home, like Bahrain, UAE, Qatar, all these countries, they postpone everything for 3 days. Because we're almost like neighbors, we're like basically European unions. We do postpone everything in every country, any leader, so we do that. But I understand, like, if the rest of the world doesn't want to basically lower their flags or do whatever they want to do, because you know what, it's not like a matter that involves their country. So if they want to just send condolences, that's good. Other than that, it's not important.